Edward Nixon, youngest brother of former President Nixon, dies at 88. Los Angeles Times. Edward Nixon, the youngest and last surviving brother of former President Richard Nixon, died Wednesday. He was 88. The Richard Nixon Foundation that Edward Nixon, a Seattle geologist and U.S. Navy veteran, died at a skilled nursing facility in Bothell, Washington. The former president's daughters, Tricia Nixon Cox and Julie Nixon Eisenhower, remembered their uncle as our family's rock. He was a source of guidance to our father, whose favorite little Eddie grew up into a renowned geologist with an infectious curiosity, the daughters said in a statement. He was always Edward Nixon worked on his brother's presidential campaigns in 1968 and 1972, when he was co-chairman of the Nixon re-election committee, and remained his ardent defender even after the former president's resignation during. A few months earlier, the younger Nixon testified at the 1974 conspiracy and obstruction trial of former Commerce Secretary Maurice H. Stans and former Attorney General. An original member of the board of directors of the Nixon Foundation, Edward Nixon was reportedly among those who felt the efforts to be about his brother's role in the Watergate episode tarnished his legacy. The Foundation for Programs at the Nixon Library. When the library invited former White House counsel John Dean, who revealed Nixon's involvement in the Watergate cover-up, to speak in 2009. Born in Whittier, Edward Nixon served as a naval aviator and helicopter flight instructor in the Navy. In 2009, Edward Nixon is survived by two daughters, Amelie Pfeiffer and Elizabeth Matheny. His wife of 50.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.